All right, change is coming. Don Slater's going to tell us all about it, but right now it feels like summer.
Yeah, it sure does. Temperatures today were around 90 degrees throughout much of the area. We're going to see some big changes coming up. Also want to let you know that Maria is nothing to worry about. That's going to pass well offshore by tomorrow afternoon at 2. There's where it is, just northwest of Bermuda with 60-mile-an-hour winds, and then it moves on out to sea. But on a little more localized basis, you can see the eastern half of the U.S. toward the Chicago area. Detroit, St. Louis, a strong cold front is moving on through that region. You can see temperatures right now. St. Louis and Chicago, 55, 58 degrees. Well, we've got around 85 degrees. Here's what's going on with the forecast. Tomorrow morning, 39, 46 in St. Louis and Chicago, 34 in Omaha. Well, it'll still be warm here, 71, and it's still going to be into the 80s, well into the 80s coming up during the day for tomorrow. But by Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock, our high temperature only around 68 degrees. So it'll be pretty close to what, 22 degrees cooler, 23 degrees cooler. By Friday afternoon, you'll want to see that and much more with our forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Well, she made more than $300,000 for a job she didn't do, and now the city of Norfolk wants the money back. Today, Jill McGlone and 4 former CSB employees faced a federal judge. Then on your side's Melanie Woodrow joins us live from downtown. And Melanie, the city filed a civil lawsuit against these former employees. What did the judge say about that today?
Well, Tom, the judge said that the city needs to go back to the drawing board and be more specific in how the co-defendants, how the former CSB employees committed fraud by signing paperwork that enabled Jill McGlone to get paid for a job that she didn't do for 12 years. Now, attorneys for those co-defendants said that CSB employees attempted to let their bosses know that McGlone was getting paid year after year, but supposedly they were told it was none of their business. Kevin Martingale, one of those attorneys, said that his client filled out paperwork correctly, that he marked McGlone's status, that she was suspended with pay. City Attorney Bernard Pishko was so heated as he walked by and heard that statement that in an unprecedented move, he stepped in to defend the city's case.
What's the misstatement or the misrepresentation ever made by either one of my clients? You either know it or you don't. You've been investigating
Sure,
a long time.
What is it? Miss McGlone was not entitled to be paid when she was not working. That's kind of pretty obvious. So that if they don't know that a person has to work to be able to be paid, you can see the result we've got.
All right, this is the first time that Mr. Pishko has ever gone on camera to discuss this case. By the way, he's going to have 21 days to go back to the drawing board and refile his case. Again, being more specific about how these co-defendants supposedly committed fraud by signing this paperwork. Now, today the judge only ruled on those 4 co-defendants. He said he'll be ruling on Ms. McGlone's case separately. Reporting live in Norfolk, Melanie Woodrow, 10 on your side.
Interesting to hear what happens after 21 days. Thank you, Melanie.